torque on a dipole placed in an electric field. Now we know that dipole is a system containing two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. Now what is the torque acting on it when it is placed in an electric field? Why does it experience a torque? Of course, it doesn't experience any net force. In a uniform electric field I am talking. Now, suppose there is an electric field and uniform electric field. I will show the uniform electric field by drawing equidistant parallel electric field lines like this. So, this is a uniform electric field. Okay. I will place a dipole. Dipole should contain two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. So, I will show a dipole like this, and here is its plus charge plus q, and here is its minus charge minus q. Now, since dipole is a system, all these the total negative charge and total positive charges are the representatives of electrons and protons. So, they are all distributed inside the molecule. This is a set now. Now, what happens to the dipole now? Now, suppose this dipole is placed in an electric field. What do you mean by this direction? If a test charge is kept, it will try to move like this. That is the meaning. Because electric field lines are the directions along which a test charge will move. Now, if the dipole is kept in this electric field, what this electric field will do? So, this may be generated because of a positive charge moving like, its electric field lines moving like this. So, there may be a source charge below somewhere here. Now, that electric field line will make the plus charge to move like this. So, this may be the direction along which the force is acting on this plus q. What about minus q? Negative charge will always move opposite to the direction of electric field. And you can explain it like this. Suppose this is plus q, a charge kept here, then electric field lines are like this. And you know that if a test charge is kept like this, it will move in the direction of electric field. Suppose an electron is kept, it will be attracted towards plus q, so it moves opposite to the direction of electric field. Negative charges always move opposite to the direction of electric field. Positive charges move in the direction of electric field. Okay, so negative charge should try to move like this. Now, what does this conclude? Will the whole system of dipole move up or down? No, it will rotate, because one force is acting like this, another force is acting like this. They are not acting at the same point. If two equal and opposite forces act at the same point, then the net force is zero, the net torque. This makes a torque. Torque in the sense, the whole system, when the force acting here is upwards, here it is downward, it starts turning like this and it aligns parallel to the field. Now, how much is the torque acting on this? So, two equal and opposite forces acting at different points, they make a torque or a couple. Now, we know the formula for finding the torque. Torque in the first year we have seen. Torque is nothing but, of course, it is a vector quantity. It is the force into, is the moment of force into perpendicular distance between the forces. This is simply defined as moment of force. Moment means perpendicular distance between the forces. Now, what are the things here? Okay, I'll draw a line here. I'll draw a line here. I'll join this. I'll name this. AB is the dipole and this is C. C is the point here. Or I will name this as if I have in the book B here, and this is C I will draw. Okay, this is C, this is B. Okay, I will name it like this. Okay, now this dipole is aligned at some angle to the electric field. So this is the direction of electric field, and you know that dipole moment is from negative to positive charge. It is P cap or P vector P, dipole moment. You know the value of dipole moment, 2aq. All these things we know. It is the product of, dipole moment is the product of one of the charge and perpendicular distance between the charges. Dipole moment is always directed from minus q to plus q. Now see the direction between dipole moment and electric field E, that is theta. If this is theta, now of course this is also theta. Now I want the perpendicular distance between the forces. Now if you see these two forces, if you produce this force in the same straight line, produce this force in the same straight line, you see these two forces, the perpendicular distance between these two forces, it is not 2a, remember. The perpendicular distance between these two forces, I will place it here. Okay, They are like this. This is not the perpendicular distance between the two forces. This is the perpendicular distance. Okay. One force is pushing it up. Another force is pushing it down, or in the opposite directions. And their perpendicular distance is this one, not this one. Do you agree? So this is what you have to write: moment of force. Now you have to write the formula for both. Now how to get this BC, perpendicular distance? Take sine theta, because theta is the angle between dipole moment and the electric field. Electric field like this, dipole moment from negative to positive. Theta is the angle. BC is opposite to side to theta. So we take sine theta. What is sine theta? Sine theta is opposite side by, this is 90. Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the length of the dipole, 2a. I think I can write it as 2a, the distance between the two charges in the dipole. So what does BC give? 2a sine theta. So we are ready with moment now. Moment of two vectors or two forces. Now 2a sine theta. Now what is torque? Torque is nothing but force into perpendicular distance between the forces, 2a sine theta. What is force? You know that electric field at any point, the definition is the force experienced per unit charge. What is F equal to? F equal to EQ. So you can use this form, right? Electric field at any point is the force experienced by a charge. So F by Q, E, F equal to EQ. So let us substitute that F equal to EQ here. Torque on a dipole, F is EQ, 2a sine theta. Now, what is here 2aq? We know that it is P, right? Dipole moment P. So dipole moment P is 2aq. So if you club this and finally write the answer, then torque tau is equal to P, that is 2aq, E sine theta. So what is the final answer? Suppose you want to write it in vector form. Of course, this is also the torque acting on a dipole. So torque acting on a dipole depends on dipole moment, electric field strength, and angle between P and E. Now does it look like AB sine theta? Shall I write this in the vector form? Vector torque is equal to P cross E, because A cross B is AB sine theta. So this is also the formula. So torque acting on a dipole placed in an electric field is P cross E. Remember, here numerous one mark questions will arise, like for example, a dipole is placed in a uniform electric field. What do you mean by uniform electric field? If you place a charge here, 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 anywhere, force on it is same. This force is same. So there is no change in the force. The amount of force I am talking. Now, the thing is, so in a uniform electric field, if a dipole is placed, it experiences no force. Force on a dipole is zero. What do you mean by force on a dipole is zero? You see this force, you see this force. Are they equal and opposite? Yes. So what is the net force? Net force is zero. So remember, but net torque is not zero. What do you mean by torque? Torque is the force which produces rotational motion. It is the one which produces rotational motion. You see, if this charge is pulled like this and pushed like this, definitely it will turn like this. And it will turn in this direction. So, net torque is not zero, net force is zero. Net force is equal and opposite forces. They make net resultant zero. So, when a dipole is placed in a uniform electric field, the net force is zero, but net torque is zero. And they are equal and opposite forces. Remember, F equal to EQ. Q value same for both. One is plus Q, another is minus Q. E is same everywhere. So force must be same. So this is a very important point. The question may be like this. A dipole is placed in an uniform electric field. What is the amount of force acting on the dipole? Zero. What is the amount of torque acting on the dipole? That is tau is equal to P sine theta. Now, in the torque, when does a dipole experience a maximum torque? When theta is 90, you know that, sine 91, P. So a dipole experiences a maximum torque when it is aligned perpendicular to the field. Theta is 90, so you have to place this dipole like this. When theta is 90, this angle is 90, the torque acting on the dipole is maximum. Okay, so and I will write this expression here, Pe sine theta. I can discuss it here only. So torque acting on the dipole is maximum when theta is 90. When does a dipole experience minimum torque? When the dipole is parallel to the field like this. When theta, that means plus charge should come here, minus charge here. So there should be a rotation like this. When the dipole is turned or aligned parallel to the field, when this theta becomes 0 by rotating like this. When theta is 0, torque acting on the dipole is 0. So a dipole experiences minimum torque when theta is 0. What is theta? It is the angle between dipole moment and electric field. And there is one more case when the dipole experiences no torque. It is anti-parallel to the field. Minus q should come to this point and theta should come, plus q should come downwards. Then theta is 180. When theta is 180, again sine 180 is also 0, torque is 0. So many points, single mark points. What is the net force acting on a dipole placed in a uniform electric field? 0, because they are equal and opposite. What is the net torque? Not 0. It is P sine theta. When does a dipole experience maximum torque? When theta is 90. Theta is 90, sine 90 is 1. When does a dipole experience minimum torque? When theta is 0 or 180. When the theta is 0, we call the dipole is parallel to the field. When theta is 180, we say that dipole is anti-parallel to the field. So this is the way in which you measure a torque. Thank you.